Okay, so tonight, this is what we're going to do in the training today. I'm going to show you step by step exactly how to fill out the VA paperwork so your school, whether it's a barber, cosmetology, nails, aesthetics, your trade school can get approved for the VA. A lot of people want to get approved for the VA. Why? Because the VA will wire the money to your bank account for VA approved students up to about $22,000, maybe $550. So meaning if your tuition is $20,000 and a student starts and they're a VA student and your school is VA certified, the VA will wire that $20,000 to your bank account. Okay. A lot of people ask, well, what if I had 10 students, 10 VA students, and my tuition was $20,000? It would be 10 times 20,000. The VA will wire 200,000 to your bank account. Now, I know a lot of you all are watching this video and you're probably thinking in your head, if I had a school and I got VA approved and I had 10 VA students, would the VA really wire 20,000 times those 10 students, 200,000 to my bank account? I'm going to share something with you all. The best client to have is the government. When you become a school owner and you get VA approved and NACA's accreditation approved, you have the best client in the whole wide world. You got the richest client, the government. The government never runs out of money. That's why they're the best client. And you always gonna get paid. I know we're in the beauty profession and we work behind the chair, have a shop, a commission, boothroom or whatever, but I'm gonna tell you, it's nothing like having the government as your client. It's nothing like the government being your client. That's like someone with unlimited amounts of money. They don't mind paying. There is no questions, no ifs, ands, or buts. There's no talking you down or whatever. The money's wired to your account. So let's get started. So what we're going to do right now, this is an application for approval of organizations other than institutions of higher learning. Now, if we're looking at this, I'm going to tell y'all exactly how to fill this out. Number one, tell us what type of courses your facility provides or wish to be approved for VA benefits. A non-college degree, because it's a beauty, barber, nails, aesthetics. It's not a 4-year university. So you have to choose non-college degree. We've had people whose applications was kicked back out because they tried to do it themselves. And they've seen us on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, or whatever, and they'll reach out. And a lot of times they fill out number one wrong. They'll have correspondence school or vocational flight school. No. So we have to go back and check non-college degree. All right. Now, name of organization on 2A. That's going to be your school's name, the name that's on your school license. Physical address. That's going to be the physical address of your school that matches the school license. Okay. Facility code right here. You won't have a VA facility code, not yet, because you won't be approved. This is going to be your first application. Now, organizational web address. That's just going to be your school website. Okay. Part 2, name of school certifying official. Look what it says. Leave blank for initial application. One of the schools didn't leave it blank for their initial application. That's your first application. They put their name right there wrong. So we had to go back and correct that. 5B, look what it says. School certifying official email address. Leave blank for initial application. So this first application, leave it blank. Let's go down. Part 3, I certify that all the statements in this application is true to your knowledge. Okay. So if it's you, the school owner, you're going to put your name here, print it. All right. And then guess what? You're going to sign your name here. And then you're going to put the date that you signed this. Okay. This form right here is a 22-10288 form. And you don't have to know how to fill this form out. Just do exactly what I'm telling you on here. Scroll down. Part 1 of worksheet A. Tell us why you're submitting this application. It's your initial application. Check it right here. You see where we checked it. On number 2, you don't put anything. Skip that. Okay. Number 3, skip that. As we go down here to number 4, guess what? 4A, the institution that is classified, 99.9% of the time, you are a private, this school, I think he may be nonprofit, but initially he put nonprofit, but you know what? We had to go back and change his. He's private for profit. He's not nonprofit. This right here, no, that's not true. He's not for profit. So what we had to do, we had to go in here and take that out, and we had to go and click right here where it says private for profit. Most of y'all will not be nonprofit. The next thing, has the facility been continually in operation and enrolling students and able to confer diplomas or certifications for the previous 24 months? So basically what they're asking, has the school been open, okay, for at least 24 months, 2 years? So you hear a lot of people out here saying, oh, as soon as you open your school, you can get VA approved. Well, I don't believe that's true. It usually takes 2 years, because this question right here, it tells you, has your school been open 2 years? You can say it has and it's only been open 1 year, but how are you going to prove it? Okay. So now, has the facility experienced a change of ownership in the previous 24 months? So basically it's saying, has the school changed owners the past 2 years? His has not. Okay. Number 7, what is the state governing body that authorizes your facility to operate? So basically what they're saying is, what's your state board name? That's what they're asking. What's the name of your state board that approved your school to get licensed? His happens to be in Missouri. Some of y'all in Texas, you know, TDLR, some of y'all in California, but it just depends on your state. So every state has a different state board, but you all know what state board you deal with. Number 8, the institution is classified as, it's not accredited. You're not accredited through, he hasn't got accredited through NACAS. Okay, so it's non-accredited. I know a lot of y'all get confused because when the state board approves you for your school to be open, you're not accredited. All that means is you are approved by the state board, and now you can give students their hours. They can come and get their hours. You can submit those hours to the board monthly. After the student has accumulated the amount of hours of the program, then the student can go sit for state board. That's what that means. So you're not accredited. Accredited is going through NACAS or COE or Middle State. So let's keep going. Number 9, if applicable, provide the name of the institutional accreditation. What that means is, if your school is accredited, put the name of the accrediting body. That's what that's saying, but he's not, so that's NA. Go down here to number 10. What type of training modalities are you requesting approval? Okay. Resident training, face-to-face interaction of instructor and student in the same physical location, because students gonna be coming to your school. Y'all gonna be in the same physical building. All right. Also, supervised practical training for academic and practical. Students gonna be coming to your school doing services with their hands, whether it's barber, Cosmo, nails, aesthetics, massage therapy, or whatever. So you have to check that. A lot of school owners don't know what to check. That's okay. That's why we're doing this training. I'm telling y'all exactly what to check. Keep going. Now, what we're looking at right here, part 2 of worksheet A, information regarding facility catalog. Okay. Your catalog, it has to be in compliance with the VA. If you all in the program, guess what? You'll get an approved VA catalog with all of the policies and procedures, the refund policy, attendance policy, all of that stuff. It's already done for y'all. Y'all ain't got to do nothing but click a button and download it. And a lot of people are stuck with that. How am I going to get a VA approved catalog with all the correct policies and procedures and all of that? We already have that for you. Now, what we're doing here, facilities name, address, and telephone number. So basically what it's saying, do you have that in your catalog? The name of your school, the address, and telephone number? Yes. Okay, the VA wants to know, Okay, you got that in your catalog. What page is it on? So the ladies had to put page 1. List of institutions, administrators, and school officials. Instructors, school owner. Yes, what page is it on? 1. The calendar of the school showing your holidays, when you're going to be closed, like Christmas, Thanksgiving, July 4th, things like that. Beginning and end dates of each term. Do you have that in your catalog? Yes. What page is it on? Page 4. Institutions grading system. It's already in the catalog. What page? 5. Institutions graduation requirements. What is yes, we got that. Page 5 too. Academic probation, suspension, and re-entry policies. Well, I don't know what those policies are. It doesn't matter. We got in the catalog for you. And guess what page is on? 9 and 10. Institution maintains records of grades and transcripts, minimum of 3 years. Do you have that policy in your catalog? Yes, we do. It's on page 5. And guess what? I'm going to show you all the catalog. I surely am. And you all that's in the program, all you got to do is click a button, download it, put your name on it, make a couple of little edits. Okay, institutions attendance policy, page 8. Institutions policy for granting credit if they went to another school and they transferred to your school. Do you have a policy on that? Yes, we do. Page 10. Accredited facilities only. Remember, he's not accredited. Remember that? Javonda, he's not accredited. Zandra, Vanguard, Trina, he's not accredited. Tiffany, Sharonda, he's not accredited. Shamir, Pierre, Paris, Pam, Nikki, he's not accredited. Nene, Mike, Michelle, Lisa, Level Up, Jackson, he's not accredited. Karen, Javonda, Christopher, China, Babes. So guess what? Since he's not accredited, we put NA. School policy on admissions and enrollment. Do you have a policy on that? Yes, we do. It's on page 4 in his catalog. Scrolling on down. Institutions policy relating to student conduct and conditions for dismissal. Page 15. You all are understanding this, okay? List of programs and the outlines, his curriculum. It's on page 12 and 13. All right. So I'm not going to go through each one of these because you understand that. So what I'm going to do now, I am going to go over to the catalog because I'm not going to read all of these. We'll be on here all night long because we got other documents that we got to go to. But what I will do, I will show you a catalog. I'll pull up a catalog so you can see that. So this is what we're going to do. I'm going to share the catalog. Y'all see the page? Y'all see the catalog? Can y'all see it? Okay, good. So now, guess what? Let's go on here. This is page 1, as we can see. Remember? Now, guess what? Name of the school, name of the agency that's licensed it. Guess what? The administrative staff, you remember that was on page 1? Okay, scrolling on through here. Mission statement. You remember the class start dates and you remember the holidays, what I talked about, Christmas, Thanksgiving and all of that, when classes start. Guess what? On page 4, the transfer policy, page 4, reentry policy, page 4, admissions policy requirement, page 4. Remember we talked about that? We'll keep going. So all the grading policy, guess what? Page 5. So all of the policies are in here. I could go through this whole thing, grievance policy, the refund policy, although I didn't go through that entire list with you all, but I'm just showing you this in the catalog. Also, his curriculum, that's in here. We keep the leave absence policies. That's this right here, page 11. Here's the curriculum, Barber styling. Some of y'all Barber, cosmo nails, aesthetics, or whatever. But I want to show y'all this catalog. Now, let's go on back a little farther. I want to show y'all some stuff. His tuition schedule is in here. Now, you got to have an addendum for the VA. All VA students. I'm not going to read all of this. This wording and verbiage is 100% correct. You ain't got to change nothing in here. On this right here, you don't change nothing. Okay? Now, if your student to teacher ratio is 1 instructor to 15, you will change that right here. Okay? But all of this other stuff, leave it alone. Leave it alone. Okay? I'm not going to read all of this VA stuff, the maximum time frame for VA and all of that, but just know that VA standards of progress, VA appeal procedure, VA payment information, VA refund policy, leave it alone. There's no way in heaven that he would have been able to do all of this. He's not a techie person, he said. He just teaches people, the students, how to cut hair. He's not a computer person. So he definitely needed the ladies to do all of this for him. So now that you all saw the catalog, because I wanted you all to see that catalog to give you a clear understanding. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to share this screen again so we can go back to that application. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to share this screen and we'll do some Q&A at the end. So remember the catalog that I just showed y'all with the page number and all of that? That's this right here, what we're looking at. But I didn't want to, you remember the tuition fees and all of that, that page? That was page 17. You remember the governing body, the state board? You remember we looked at that? That was on page 1. You remember the faculty, the instructors, the school owner? That was on page 1. But we'll keep going. Okay, now, part 3 of the worksheet, A. Has any federal or state government entity, basically, have they taken any adverse action against you? Or you been in any trouble? No, that's what that's saying. Has the facility been named as a defendant in any litigation or whatever? No. Part 3, worksheet A. Accredited facilities only. He's not accredited, so there's no. Non-accredited. He is a non-accredited institution because he hasn't been accredited yet. Number 15, you know to put yes. We scroll on down. Now, number 17, you're going to initial there. Okay? 17, you're going to initial. All right? So it would be China McNeil. So what that would be is CM. Okay? Christopher Smith, you'd put CS. Javonda Jones, you would put JJ. Karen Morrison, KM. Okay? Jaxie Rodriguez, JR. Lisa Wilson, LW. Michelle Barnes, MB. Does that make sense, y'all? Pam Denmark, PD. Paris Tran, PT. Is that Sharonda Bowman, SB? Is it Zandra Thomas, ZT? Hopefully that makes sense. Can't make this any easier. So now, number 18, put your initials there. All right, scrolling on down. 19, what is Javonda Jones gonna put there? JJ. What's China McNeil? CM. Keep going. 20, same thing, Lisa Wilson. LW. You're gonna put your biological name. My biological name is not Chin, so I ain't gonna put CN. I'm gonna put my biological government name, all right, which would be UN. 21, same thing. Scrolling on down. Okay, right here. That, what number is that? Scrolling on down right here, you're gonna put your initials. Remarks, keep it pushing. You're not gonna put no remarks right there. This is a pretty long application, but that's okay. Guess what? We're not a vocational flight school. So guess what? It does not pertain to us. Leave it alone. Leave it blank. Keep going, scrolling on down. Part 3. This is dealing with the vocational flight school. Leave that alone. Keep going. All right. Information regarding that facility and that catalog for vocational flight school, it doesn't pertain to you. It's none of your business. Leave it alone. Keep going. Keep on going. Keep it pushing. Keep on going down. All you're going to do is play this video. Play it, pause it, fill out your application. If you see it blank, leave your application blank. It's that simple. It's not going to get any easier than that. You don't even have to know how to read, y'all. You just look at this. If you see that blank, leave yours blank. Keep on going. Keep going. Keep on going, y'all. You're going to have a lot of stuff blank. And we've had people whose application got rejected. And do y'all know that they put something in all of these, and they were a vocational barber, cosmetic, nails, aesthetic school, and they done filled out this whole application thinking that it had to be filled out. No. Preparatory courses, you don't have that. You skip over that. That doesn't even pertain to you. Keep going. I'm scrolling on through this because this don't pertain to you all. I know y'all gonna get this application in front of you. You're gonna have a headache. You're gonna start sweating. You're gonna scratch your head. Gosh, how am I supposed to do this? I'm showing y'all how to easily do this. Keep it pushing. Keep on past this. Yeah, it's a long application. We're on page, what, 23 right now. Keep going. How do I know how to do all this? Miss Velma trained me on this. I've been doing this since 98. And it's gotten easier since all the technology and how this is. It used to not be like that, y'all. It's gotten easier with the technology. Okay, let me show y'all this. We're going to keep scrolling because it doesn't pertain to us. Page 27, gone past all of that. Okay, now we're on page 28. That's it. That's this application. Okay. Okay, the VA wants you to submit a certificate, like a graduation certificate that you would give your students. You can go on Canva on your computer and create this. I know one of our team members went on Canva somewhere and created this for this school. Like I said, he's not techie. That's okay. You don't have to be techie. That's what the team is for. So you have to submit this. All right. So basically, you're gonna have your school name. You can go and type this up. If your requirements are 1,000 hours, 600 hours, just change that. Well, we don't have a barber program. Well, what do you have? This one is for aesthetics. We'll put aesthetics. Put the nails, whatever the name of the program is. Put your name, school on, or whatever. When you leave it just like this, copy that. All right, let me take that off. The next thing, they want to see, let me show you this. That's the catalog. You don't need the catalog. We already went through the catalog. One thing I want to share with you all, any advertisement that you do, they want to see that. You have to upload that. Now, the form that we're looking at right now is a 22-102888. Well, how do you know that? If you look at the bottom, you'll see it. Well, how do you fill out this non-college degree program submission list? You're going to put your school name. We've had people to put a facility code there. You don't have no facility codes yet. Well, how I know that? Because you ain't got approved yet. So you don't have that. So I don't know why schools put some code there that they just make up out of their head. The programs that you have, if you have barber, cosmo, nails, aesthetics, whatever programs you have approved, you're going to put them here. The type of degree they get, they'll get a diploma. Okay. Is it in your catalog? Yes. Volume 1 of the catalog. What page is it on in your catalog that says when they complete their hours, they get a diploma or a certificate? In his catalog, page 12. How many clock hours is his program? It's 1,000. Well, my program is aesthetics and it's 600 clock hours. Well, you would put 600 there. Okay. The CIP code, you can go on Google and just Google what is the CIP code for aesthetic school or cosmetology school, and it'll pop up. So this 22-102888, that's how you fill that out. It's that simple. We'll go on to the next form. Take that one off. Now, guess what? you have to submit an enrollment agreement. It has to have the correct policies and procedures, school name and all that on here. I'm not gonna go through this entire enrollment agreement. A lot of y'all in the program, y'all have a copy of this. This enrollment agreement is NACAS compliant too. So all of this wording and everything, it's already there. When you join the program, you'll get this. All you're gonna do is put your name on it. Well, we don't have a barber. We got nails, Cosmo Aesthetics, and all that. Type it in here. Put the clock hours. Just fill that out. If we go down here, well, we don't charge $10 for a transcript. We charge $25 for a transcript. We'll change that 10 to 25. It's that simple. All right, so all the wording and verbiage is here. They want to know when a student enrolls, what does the enrollment packet look like? Okay, they get the student enrollment agreement. They get the orientation checklist. Okay, they get the pre-enrollment receipt. All right, they want to know everything the student gets. They get a school catalog. All right, so that's what they're getting in the orientation. The VA wants to know that. So the team had to upload that. Now, let's keep going. Okay, we're going to this next sheet. We're gonna pull it up and I'm going to explain it to you. Student financial planning sheet, where it says school name, put your school name, name of program. Whatever the name of your program is, put that there. Your tuition breakdown, tuition and fees, right here. Don't add your tuition, books, kit, and all that and put that on line one. No, put the tuition, books and supplies, other educational costs, registration fee. You see how that's broken down? Same way. Total costs, add it up and put it in this line, okay? The school has discussed what tuition fee, books, and all that with the student. Yes, you're gonna type yes in right here. All this other stuff, leave it alone, NA. Right here, net price, cost of attendance, all of that, at $10,285, that's the total cost of your books, tools, tuition, everything. All right? What we looking at right here, NA. You look at this right here and you make sure your document from the VA where it has NA, yes, yes, all of that, information on graduation rates, you provide that. That's in your catalog. School provides information regarding job placement. Yes, that's in the catalog. Information regarding transfer hours from other schools, that's in there. Okay, so you put yes on all that. Then guess what you're gonna do here? Sign your name and date it. Okay? All of y'all know how to sign your name. I know that. Sign your name and date it. You'd be surprised when we talk to some school owners and we tell them, look, sign your name and date. Well, what do you mean by that? Look, take a pen, dude. It's always the men. Take this pen right here, sign your name, like when you was in school, and put today's date. Well, I don't even know what today, look at your phone or whatever. Keep going, scrolling on down. This is a 4-page document. So you got that student financial planning sheet. We're gonna go to the next sheet. And I know a lot of y'all are probably scratching your head saying, wow, this is a lot. Hey, it's a little bit of paperwork. It's a lot of paperwork, but guess what? It's worth you getting that wire transfer of 20,000, 10,000, or whatever you charge. Well worth it. You only got to do this one time. Okay, 35% exemption request form, the 8515 report requirement. You're going to put your school name here. Now, I'm going to share something with you that don't nobody know this but y'all. Keep it a secret. On the 35% exemption request form, facility code, on here, you got to put 1. The number 1, although you ain't got no code yet. Don't nobody know that, y'all. But I'm telling y'all, well, how you know that? I've been doing this 20-something years. Put one right there. Don't nobody else know that. And when school owners come to us, if they're not in the program, we charge them $1,000 to do this. Well, it don't take y'all long to do it. No, we're not getting paid for what we do. We get paid for what we know. Well, think about that. Get paid for what you know. We keep going. Now, at the time that we submitted his paperwork, which was not too long ago, he had one VA student, although he wasn't approved for the VA, but he had one VA student and he had a total of 8 students. Okay? So, well, how do you come up with the VA beneficiary students percentage? I'm gonna tell you how to do that. If you got one VA student and he had a total of 8 students, get you a calculator and go 1 divided by 8. And it comes out to 12.5%. All right, that's how you come up with that. The date of the calculations, you put that in there. Now, down here, print your name. School official title, you're the owner, sign your name, date it, okay? This form right here, this 22-10216. Coming on down. Statement of assurance compliance with 85% enrollment ratios. Remember facility code? Right there. Program name, his is Barber. Number of supported students, FTE. What that means is number of VA students. That's what that means. Number of supported students, FTE. Well, what does that mean? That means the number of VA students. Number of non-supported students, FTE. That means the number of students that are not VA. 7. Total enrollment, 8. Student, right here, percentage, FTE supported, 12.5%. That's how we come up with that. Now, guess what? The hard part. Print your name, you the school owner, sign your name and date it. This is a 22-10215 form. We're moving on to the next forms. Okay, let's go on back up. That's the same one, statement of compliance. So we've already gone over that. Here, we're gonna go to the next one. 22-10288. We've done that because that was that first long application that we did. They had the 27 or 28 pages. Same thing. Yeah, we did. That's where he signed it. So we can skip this page because that was a long one. Now, you have to submit your tuition schedule. Well, what is your tuition schedule? That's the programs that you have, that you teach, that you're approved for by the state board, clock hours, full-time, part-time. This is on your enrollment agreement. Tuition, books, kit, total tuition. And you have to type this. I certify the content and policy to be true and correct. Signature, sign, and date. They had to be uploaded. And you have to have your school name. Does that make sense? Okay, let's go on to the next one. This right here is a certified statement. Next thing, non-institution of higher learning program submission list. This is, we may have already covered this one, but basically, it's the signature page. Pretty simple. Print your name, sign it, date it on this one page. 22-10288. Now, the EFT information, very important. You got to put your tax ID number, all of that. Now, on this page right here, you got to put your school name, have the wording and all that. Now, I did delete some things on here that, because of privacy purposes, his bank account information, the routing number, account number, and a couple of other pieces of information that's privacy, like social, whatever, things of that nature. But I wanted you all to at least see how this should be set up. So y'all understand that. And this is very important because guess what? They got to know where to wire your money. When you get them 10 VA students to start and your tuition is $20,000 and they all approve, the VA needs to know where to wire your 200,000, China, Chris, Erica, Javonda, Karen, Babes, Hillary. They need to know where to send that 200,000. Okay, Karen, Carrie Fabulous. They need to know where to send that 200, Jackson, Lisa, Michelle, Mike, Nene, Nikki, Pam, Paris, Shamir, Sharonda, Tiffany, Marco and Sharon, Zandra. And if you all don't believe me, ask a school owner that's VA approved. They'll tell you. As a matter of fact, this school owner right here, I'm gonna interview him next week. Yeah, I'm gonna have him on here live. So let's go ahead. We don't have many, it's not many other documents, y'all. There's not many other documents. We don't have a lot left. Background employment. Most recent 10 years in chronological order. You're going to put the dates where you work, address, title, and all of that. It's pretty simple. All of y'all should know where you work. Sign it, date it. Okay? This form right here, that's that MO 500-1213. That's at the bottom. That's how you know what form it is. We've already done this form. Remember the 35% exemption request? We've done that form, so we can go ahead and keep going to the next one. We did the background. I already showed you all background of employment. Well, how you fill this form out? You just put where you worked, the address, the title. Was you a barber, stylist, Deltec, teacher, esthetician, whatever. Sign, date that. We talked about that. Let's see. We've already done this, the student financial plan. I've shown you all that. We've gone over that. Yeah, we've done this sheet. The 85% rule. And this sheet right here, personnel record, I'm sorry. You have to fill this out, basically putting your information, what year you graduated from high school, and then you're gonna put, you graduated from high school, you went to barber school, beauty school, whatever. That's all this is. If you went to college, you're gonna put that information in. And we've already gone over this pretty much, but this is like the first page of that personal record background. So what we've done, we just did a VA. All of those documents, there's a portal that those documents have to be uploaded. Once those are uploaded, your VA rep will tell you if anything else is needed. And then you have to watch some videos, some video trainings for the VA. And you got to take like a little test. And I'm going to give y'all a little secret. I'm going to give y'all a little secret real quick. Sure. Once you've gone online on the VA, that portal, they'll give you a link where you go in the back portal and you have to take those tests. After you have passed all of the requirements, all of those tests, the computer will automatically generate a certificate with your name. You must take the certificate and upload it to your VA portal. So I wanted you to see what the certificate looked like. Also, there's some other documents that you got to submit. The VA wants to know for the past 2 years, how many students enrolled in your school, how many graduated, and you must sign it, stating that this is correct. All right, let's go on to the next thing. You have to submit your school lease. All right, so you got to have a copy of your lease that has to be uploaded to the portal. your academic start dates. They want to know when you start, when your students start. Okay, they want that calendar on one sheet. All right. So I wanted to share that with you all for the VA. Hopefully you all learned a lot tonight. I literally shared all the documents with you all. Once your school has been open for 24 months, 2 years, that's when you can apply for VA. For all of y'all that has been on here for this whole hour, you saw on the application where it asks, has the school been open for at least 24 months? You also must upload your school license and your instructor's license. I didn't pull up his instructor's license or school license because everybody knows your school license, your instructor's license, you have to upload that in the back portal too. But what I've done today, I went through a full VA training on how to fill out that application, how to submit it. I showed you all every document. I didn't leave any stone unturned. Of course, your financials like your taxes or whatever, you have your CPA to provide that. I didn't pull up his because that was for privacy purposes. All right. So I know a lot of y'all probably are wanting to get VA approved, and I just wanted to share this with y'all because a lot of people have been asking, but we get these questions asked all the time. But people that's in the program, you already know that our team will assist and help you with that. But a lot of people are not in the program, and I just wanted to let you all know. So hopefully you all learned something from this training. And if you got any questions, just reach out. Millionaire Barber, gmail.com. We're on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube.